I was just reading a story that there's going to be is this a documentary or is this just a movie? Television producer Ryan Murphy. Do you know who that is? It says he's a super producer here.
No.
He has been given the green light for a limited series titled Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story.
What is our obsession with these serial killers?
Now, the Ted Bundy one was really good. But it's Ted Bundy, okay? He gets girls. He does what we think serial killers do. He doesn't eat them. This is the problem I have. This is too graphic. Like, are they going to show him eating people?
No. No, they can't do that.
Well, it's on Netflix.
I know, but they won't do that. It'll just kind of insinuate that he's going to have some dinner or something. You know? Like
it'll be from the point of view of Jeffrey Dahmer's victims. So I guess they were all dead by the time he ate them, right? So gross.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I won't watch this one.
This one I don't know if I will watch either. It'll go through 10 instances where Dahmer was let go after being apprehended.
Have you watched the Netflix documentary, The Social Dilemma?
No.
I have not watched it either. It's on my list of things to watch, and it's basically how whatever we consume in our homes, on our phones, on our computers, it's how companies know everything. And I'm afraid that if I watch too many serial killer documentaries,
you're going to become one?
That I'm going to show up on some list of the government that Netflix is providing to the government because of The Social Dilemma.
Do you think that happens?
I don't know. I can't rule anything out.
They're the top 3 things you watch on Netflix. What are they?
Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, you're a threat.
The Office.
You're a threat. Me too. The Office would be for me, not Gilmore Girls.
So The Office, Gilmore Girls,
Parks and Rec, Office.
Parks and Rec's gone.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a while. They took it off.
Yeah, Peacock.
And then I watch some movies from time to time.
Parks and Rec used to be free on every single platform, free on Hulu, free on Amazon. Now, Peacock came in and put the kibosh on that. Parks and Rec's only on Peacock.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Huh. Well, Peacock is that new app, right?
Now I got to get another app.
So they're still looking for the actor to play Jeffrey Dahmer in this series. It's probably not going to be up for a while.
Aren't you afraid that you keep taking this conversation back to serial killer, that the government is listening to this conversation right now as we speak, and they say, why is this guy so obsessed with taking this conversation back to Jeffrey Dahmer, and why is he obsessing on whether or not they're going to show the eating of human beings?
Because I don't want to see that.
Right. But aren't you afraid that, your little obsession with it is going to raise a red flag with the government?
No, because I got nothing to hide.
Okay. That's what they all say.
I'm sure there's worse things in my past. That they would be more interested in.
That's what Jeffrey Dahmer said. I got nothing to hide.
You don't know Ted Bundy. What are you talking about?
I got nothing to hide. That's what they said. I got nothing to hide. Gary Ridgway, I got nothing to hide.
Yeah, see, I would be worried about that. Jeff went to school with the Green River Killer.
No, I didn't. I went to the same school that the Green River Killer went to.
Isn't that what I just said?
No. You said I went to school with him.
You went to the same school.
I went to the same school 20 years after he graduated. Or I don't even know if he graduated. I think he did, yeah. 20 years after he graduated.
If he didn't, he probably killed the teacher and put her in the river. And the Green River Killer, this is a really fascinating story, much like Ted Bundy. I don't know why the best serial killers come from the Northwest. That sounded really dark. I didn't mean to glorify it, but
like your obsession. I'm just saying, this obsession that you have with it is unhealthy.
What are you talking about?
The government's probably listening in on it. I know you're fine. But I'm just saying, dude, why does this guy keep talking about the serial killers?
Well, here's the thing. When I was in high school,
he had plenty of opportunity to pivot to Parks and Rec, to Office, to Gilmore.
The summer years of my junior and senior year, I was in high school, and I was working at my uncle's body shop, and this woman lived out by me who also worked for my uncle, and she would pick me up on the way to work. Well, her husband, at the time, was a detective in Seattle, and he was assigned to the Green River Killer case. And they hadn't caught him yet, but she would talk about this it was a 45-minute drive to work every day. She would talk about this. So yeah, I kind of got into it. But come on. Some of the best serial killers come from the Northwest, right? I can't even remember that guy in Spokane. You remember him? He did the same thing as
no.
He was picking up prostitutes as well and burying them in his backyard.
Your knowledge of serial killers is too deep, man.
You're not fascinated by this at all?
No.
Like Dateline type stuff?
No,
this is like Dateline.
I'm not, because I'm afraid that if I become fascinated with it, that the government will be like, hey, why is this guy's fascination? Why has this guy seen every single serial killer documentary?
Well, I haven't seen them all.
Are you taking notes? What's the deal?
I haven't seen like The Son of Sam, or it's funny because I was looking at the 20 best serial killer movies of all time, and Silence of the Lambs. Why would
anybody be looking at that?
Silence of the Lambs is on here.
Why would anybody be looking at that? Why?
Well, because people are into that kind of stuff. Watching the movies.
People. Who are these people you speak of? You're on a watch list, buddy.
By the way,
if they haven't already put you on a watch list, I am sending your information to them.
Do you remember Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs?
Yes.
This guy?
It rubs the lotion on its skin. It does this whenever it's told.
Yeah.
Rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
So apparently, remember, he lived here. He was friends with our buddy Mike Moreno, who did some radio here with us, and he was the Cal Poly announcer for some games and stuff.
He lived like in Pozo, right?
And he lived out in Pozo. I don't know if he still lives out there, but we had him on the phone one day, and he sounds creepier today than he does there. His voice is more gravelly and deeper.
Pozo, it's been pozified.
Yeah, but his house in the movie is up for sale. So you can live in the house, or it's just the house they shot the front of. I don't think they went inside the house, but this is the house they showed in Silence of the Lambs.
Where is it at?
Where was it? It's in Pennsylvania. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2.5 bath Rambler. What do you think it costs? Because here that'd be $1 million.
Yeah,
or 800,000.
Where at? Is it rural Pennsylvania or is it in the city?
It's in Layton, Pennsylvania. You'd have to map that. I don't know.
Okay, I was just going to assume that it's rural, and I'm going to go 275,000.
You're close, 298.
Okay.
I think you would win the pricing game if you were playing someone else.
Yeah, and I think that my 275 was probably spot on, but that 298 bumped it up because it's got the serial killer premium. So freaks like you, freaks like you would be like, "Oh, this is the house." That
maybe if you offered like 269, you could get it for 275. A little back and forth. I watch HGTV. I know how that works.
How do you watch HGTV when you're watching so many serial killer documentaries?
Well, because eventually you run out. There's not enough, I guess.
Body as well as others. Good luck out there with my boys. But what the hell? Why is he doing that? Why does he need to say anything like that?
Because they're athletes. They need to have attention at all times.
I guess so.
I mean, most people that have a lot of Twitter followers feel they have a responsibility to tell them things because people are following.
But why would you say something?
I'm glad he said something.
Well, from a fantasy perspective, yeah.
I'm in a little bit better mood now because I got his backup playing. So.
You know how to play.
We'll see what
but it's just like now Atlanta could scheme their defense last minute to not include Devontae Adams in their plan. I don't know. I just think that. Well,
how does your defense change?
You have an opportunity tonight with MVS going up against that Atlanta defense. Although I think he's better when Devontae Adams is on the field. I really do.
Yeah, he probably has other targets when he's not the main target.
The lesser of the better defenses. Yeah. So, anyways, did you see that hashtag Pass the Buck? That the NFL wants it to be clearly known that it's not their players that are the reason why everybody on the Tennessee Titans got the coronavirus, but the bus drivers' fault. They've had 0 positive tests for the first time in a week. Congratulations to the Tennessee Titans, but they posted on the Titans profile, if you click on it and check it out and see what's going on, that the bus driver...
you shared this on our Facebook page. You can see it.
Tested positive for the coronavirus.
Okay, so this is the tweet that went out from around the NFL. Is that the NFL Network or what is that? Was that just somebody?
I don't know.
It says the bus driver who transported the Tennessee Titans to their game versus the Vikings, along with Major League Baseball's Houston Astros, tested positive for COVID-19. But that's the story that should get out.
Why?
They're not saying that he's the one that gave it to him or she. They're just saying the bus driver got it. I don't know, because I feel like anybody who gets it now, the media is reporting on it.
Come on, man. Leave the bus driver alone. He's blue collar, man.
But
he's just doing his job.
There are people out there, because there are bad people in this world, that will be mean to the bus driver.
Yes.
Hopefully the bus driver, they don't find out who the bus driver is.
How about the NFL for letting this get out? They're the mean people in this one. Because they're like...
Is this information that we need to know? Is this pertinent information that we need to know?
No! People
that are fans, subscribers to the NFL?
Everybody get better. Not like, oh, well, it wasn't our fault. It was the bus driver's fault.
Choose your own adventure, Jeff. Dolly Parton or Harvey Weinstein?
Dolly Parton for sure.
She says she may pose for Playboy on her 75th birthday.
Well, there's some truth in that. I just might do it. If I can do it in good taste and they want it, I will do it along with a really good interview inside. So, yeah, it's possible. Yeah, we've talked about it.
Now, she does a totally, all nude review. Would you rather watch the Jeffrey Dahmer documentary or look at Dolly Parton at 75 naked?
Dolly Parton. I know what you would pick, though. You'd be all Dahmer.
I doubt she's going to be naked. She can't be naked in this, right? She's 75. She'll probably show some skin, bathing suit or something.
Was the other flip side of that story that...
I just can't imagine that. I don't want to imagine that.
Why? How come you just brought up his name on my Choose
Jeffrey Dahmer?
No, Choose Your Adventure. You gave me the Choose Your Adventure.
Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, is the other... I don't know why I was blanking on Harvey Weinstein's name. Was the other that he's also going to pose for Playboy?
No. It said that there was 3 more rape cases in California that were brought up against him.
Yep, that doesn't surprise me. You'll probably watch that documentary as well.
He is fascinating stuff, right? Fascinating stuff.
You're just all about the macabre. You're like a death eater. You love to eat death.
God, that is so gross.
But you do.
No, I don't.
You do. You love everything about life that you love. It has to have the death angle on it. Man, I love extreme weather because it causes death and destruction. That's what you say. You're like, yes, hurricanes, bring me hurricanes. Bring me tornadoes.
Coming up, we got Know the Show. We're going to give you an opportunity to win $25 to go to Federico's Fresh Mex. Jeff and I ate there on Friday. We'll talk about that a little bit. Really, really good tacos. They're downtown. They're on Higuera. They're right next to Habit Burger.
Yeah.
And then the old Wyman. They're in the Wyman Hotel at the bottom.
Yeah.
So, anyways, brand new restaurant. And we have $25. If you know the show, that means you were listening. You'll be able to answer the question that Jeff asks coming up next.
93.3 KZOZ rocks.
All right, it's Know the Show. Brought to you by Federico's Fresh Mex, downtown San Luis Obispo. Steve is first up this morning. Morning, Steve. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well.
All right. Tell us why the government might be investigating Jeremy.
He knows too much about serial killers.
That is correct.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with serial killer documentaries. I don't know why that's a big deal.
Because the cop show's off the air now, or what? I just switched gears.
Yeah, I heard Cops is coming back. The Paramount Network is going to pick it up, and they're doing Cops. I don't know about Live PD, but because that was probably a little bit more.
Are they going to do
bigger budget
Cops?
Yeah, they're going to go out and remember because Cops was they just send a crew out, they edit it, and they put it on. Live PD, a lot more infrastructure, all the remote cameras and
and what could go wrong.
Right, exactly. So, anyways, well, hey, Steve, thanks for listening to the show. We got $25 for you to check out the new Frederico's, and it's downtown at the Weinman Hotel, right down at the base there. And Jeff, you were saying they do breakfast burritos too?
Yeah, starting at 9. So
yeah,
nice.
I know a lot of places downtown don't open up early, so a lot of people talking about their breakfast burritos. I had an amazing Chipotle fish taco. You might have liked this, okay, Seth?
I've never caught a Chipotle fish.
I look at the indigestion in Seth's face when I say Chipotle fish taco.
Is Chipotle not one of your favorite go-to dishes? You know anything Chipotle?
I thought it was Chipotle.
So it's a fish taco. It's a piece of fish that is fried in like a Chipotle batter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not too spicy, and then they put mango salsa on the top of it.
But no ketchup.
I know you like to vacation in Kauai.
No ketchup.
No ketchup.
Yeah.
It's
I've never eaten a Chipotle fish.
You know, this place has they have 2 locations in Kauai.
You know, people are into it. You're making people from Midwest seem kind of dumb.
You're talking about Federico's?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Federico's, not Frederico's.
I know.
No, I'm just saying. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
So okay.
Did I say Frederico's instead of Federico's?
The second time.
Yeah. You know what? That's going to happen with you.
I don't remember seeing one over there. Of course, I wasn't really looking. I guess we don't usually venture too far.
Yeah.
We eat like right there usually, and there's not a Federico's in Kaloa or nearby.
Princeville. You have to go to the other side of the island.
No.
Okay, this is way inside. Can we get to the poll question because we didn't get a chance to talk about this?
Fantasy football that everybody can relate to.
All right, No, it's not about fantasy football. It's about blimps.
They have a location in Honolulu too.
It's about blimps.
Blimps now.
Yes.
Yeah. Jeff says they hover. I say they fly, or they do both. Somebody wrote in and said, "Well, okay, you can't hover to your location. You know the blimp garages. The what do they call those? Hangars. Yeah. Up on the 101, up there past whatever
San Jose,
and you see them flying all the way down to L.A. and back.
Yeah.
They're flying.
Well, but hovering, staying in one spot.
Hovering is
I've never seen.
Okay, but the actual lift to the blimp is what we're talking about here, though. So the lift to the blimp, you lift up with the gases inside in the blimp, and then you move it in a direction. It's got like a smaller engine that moves it in the direction, and you change the propellers or something to get you going in the direction.
All right, thanks, Dr.
But
Science.
it's kind of like sailing in the sky. I mean, it's more of a balloon.
Sort of. I've never hovered in a sailboat.
I think if you took a weird
it's
engine,
not true. If it had sails, then it would be sailing. It doesn't sail.
If you took a weird engine, like a low powered, like a trolling engine, and put it on would I guess equate to a trolling engine, and put it on a hot air balloon, you could do the same thing, or a fan. What if you just took a fan up in a hot air balloon with you and just kind of?
Then it would be a blimp.
That's about what you do.
Held the fan.
Then it would be a blimp.
Yeah. So, I mean, is it really flying?
Yeah, all right. Well,
it's kind of floating.
This was actually a fairly close poll for a while.
Really?
And then flying took 65% of the vote
but what were the
to 35.
It was just fly or hover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I glanced at it. I never really... I guess I didn't get too deep into it, but...
I think it's
I would
confusing.
say fly, because hover, to me, means stay in one spot.
True. And I think that to speak to what you're talking about, it's a little bit of both, okay? But I think that
so it's fluttering?
It's mainly hovering, because if it was just flying, it would just be a plane. They would just do it. From what I understand, the blimps are very expensive, and they're not really.
You don't see them like you used to.
No.
Every once in a while.
COVID.
It's like, what you call a boomerang that doesn't come back. A stick.
Yes.
You kind of have to have certain principles to qualify as a blimp.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a little bit confusing. I don't know. But, it flies, it hovers, it does it both. I'll tell you what's not confusing, and that's the deals that are going on right now on the 2020s at Paso Robles Ford. They're getting ready for the 2021s, and so they're making the deals have already been ridiculous. And now they're making the deals even better, Jeff.
Yeah, 0% financing on all new Fords. That includes the 2020s that they have on their lot. No payments for 90 days. If you need a little freedom from your payments, it's really kind of the opportunity that you've been looking for if you're going to get into a new car right now, because they're going to drop those prices on those 2020s to make room for the 2021s. And we've got to get back to normal. Okay. I mean, this is a good first step. Maybe you've been kind of locking it down, whatever, and you need something to go back to normal with. Well, do it with a new car. It'll give you that confidence to get back to normal.
PasoFord.com is the website. You can go there. You don't have to drive there. You can just go to PasoFord.com. And you can check out the vehicles. They'll pick you up, bring you up for service. They'll take your vehicle, bring it there, service it, take it back to PasoFord.com. So there you go.
Congratulations on the Minnesota Vikings getting their first win of the season yesterday. Good work.
Oh, yeah,
I know you had a lot to do with the victory.
Broken clocks right twice a day, right? Mm-hmm. Unless it's digital. But actually, I probably didn't pick them just because, that way, if they don't win, at least I gain something, not much. And then if they do win, great, they won.
I spilt grease on my Lucky shirt last night when I was eating my dinner, and it's my Lucky Seahawks shirt.
Did you run right to the treatment?
No,
the garage.
I just was like, whatever. And I'm still going to wear that shirt because it's the Lucky shirt. So now it's the grease stained Lucky shirt.
That's funny you mentioned that. I have this shirt, and I can't see it, but it showed up in a photo, and it was just like, oh no. Great. My favorite shirt.
Yeah, because you can't see.
The grease doesn't come out.
When you're looking down through your shirt.
You got to get shout it out. I spill on my shirt all the time.
I've used that. It usually works like a charm.
Yeah, grease is tough, though.
Maybe it'll come out over time. Yeah, that's it.
Also, try peroxide.
Well, I don't want a white spot on my shirt.
No, that's bleach.
Oh. Well.
Peroxide is like that stuff you put on your cut.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, hydrogen peroxide. But...
Yes, hydrogen peroxide. Yeah.
It also bleaches your hair.
The technical term.
It does bleach your hair. I used to bleach my hair with it all the time.
Hydrogen peroxide will bleach your hair?
Yeah, in middle school, I used to bleach my hair with it all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I need something to get rid of the gray.
Use it. Go for it.
What is that? The
Jeremy, I guarantee 100% it'll work just
Grecian
fine.
formula. That was the stuff, right? Little Grecian. And then remember those commercials? Do you want to keep some of the gray? Why the hell would you want to keep some of the gray?
Well, because you don't look so
you
fake.
look your age? Yeah.
Yes, you don't look so fake.
You don't look fake, even though you're faking it.
I thought about doing it before I came back from vacation, see if anybody would notice. It's really the beard.
Yeah,
If
I know. I don't mind it in the hair, but I'm like Santa Claus now. If I grow it out.
All right, stick around. Seth's up next. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Don't forget he's got another keyword. And the Money for Nothing coming up here about 5 minutes past.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.